so we're gonna get started. So to start, we are going to wash all the apples, and then we are going to cut them up into small pieces. And then after we get that done here in the kitchen, I'm gonna take them out, and you'll see the awesome machine that Jeff had found on a Facebook marketplace that will help us make our apple cider. Okay, so we've got the apples washed, and now we're cutting them into pieces, and we're throwing them through the food processor so that we can have slices, which will go through the machine that will pulse it up and make it really, really small. So that's what we're going to do now.
We're going to make our pumice, right? Yeah. So to make the pumice, we've got this. It's more of a grape crusher. And, you can see how it works. And it just kind of there's a little motor here. It's homemade from a local gentleman, Portuguese gentleman, loving it. And he was quite chuffed to show me how he made it. And, it's not, exactly CSA approved, but it gets the point across. So you two stand over here on this side. You stand away from the motor, and I'll get you kids. You want to feed the apples in, and Michael, you can work the switch. You want to work the switch? All right, here we go. Ready? And then just go slow. Just go slow. All right. There we go. Wow, we got apples already. So,
keep going here.
Yeah, keep going.
The whole stuff? All of it?
Yeah, might as well. And we've got our wine press. No, I'll do it, right? Because it's kind of gets stuck.
You want to go get another bowl, Mackenzie?
And we're just pushing it. It's not really designed for this, but it works.
It's just going through.
It's just going through? What's going through?
The full apple.
Well, they're kind of getting smushed. So the idea is we're turning this into our pumice. And then we get to, when we're done.
We might have to refill this thing.
Yeah, Mackenzie's going to get.
No, go put this in here.
Oh, yeah?
You think it needs a second go, Michael?
Second smushing?
I don't think it's going to work. I know what it is.
So halfway through the process, we decided to scrap this machine that was grinding it up, which you just saw, and just use the food processor to pulverize it. So now it looks like this, where it's just like a mush, which is what we wanted that pulverizing machine to do. And with grapes, that's what it would do, and you wouldn't use the food processor in the kitchen first for grapes. You would just put it through that. So we've decided just to switch to the food processor and pulverize it, and now you will see what we're going to do with this.
Okay, so we have our pumice. I wasn't really planning on having it so fine, and we didn't start with a muslin or any kind of filter. So we'll see what happens, but we're going to put our press together now. And you got that one? All the way down.
That's just two.
That's just two, so those are the bottom two, right?
You
So
sure?
those go in.
Oh, I thought those were the top two.
No, those are the bottom.
Oh, now it's coming out more.
No, there's weight on it.
So just by putting those presses on, we get a bit of a
And then,
more.
okay, careful everybody. Then the next one's to go on. No, stop Mackenzie, please. Stop Mackenzie, please. Take them out. These are the next ones to go on because they're long. right? So,
Why do they have to?
so it fits more of the squeeze. Now, I think that's it. Can you? So, hey, where are your wellies?
Michael, can you go put shoes on?
Can you put them in this way so that you get more of a squeeze?
These are square.
So we're just putting them in there. So we get a better squeeze.
Put these ones in.
Yep. No wellies for that project. We did end up using some scraps of last year because we didn't have enough, but I don't think
Why are they soaking?
Why are they soaking? I was just rinsing them.
I feel those two.
Go at the very top.
So we have the big plates at the bottom, which are pressing completely on top of the apples, and then we have all these wood blocks, and then at the top we have this last one that goes around the gear, and then we start pressing. So while the kids are doing that, we have looked on Pinterest to see that you can easily make a press. Before Jeff found this one, and now you can watch it come out. So it's easy to make a press if you can't find a fancy dancy one like this on Facebook Marketplace. So how does this work, this part?
So the inside part is what keeps turning. All this part turns, and then basically these things work as
Oh, like a leverage kind of? It keeps falling in those holes.
keeps falling in those holes to tighten it, and then to back it off, you just
Pull those out.
take this out and put it this way, and then it'll back it off.
Oh, cool.
And so this plate keeps turning, not like a gear, but I guess as just what it's doing. And then this is what turns on here. So you guys can go a little faster. But just not too long. Now it's coming.
Taste test.
Here, can I put one underneath?
What do you think, Michael?
Mom,
I guess it's good.
This is yours.
Is it good, Michael? Cheers. Oh my gosh, it's so sweet. Delicious.
I filled mine up.
Is it worth all the work? What do you think, guys? Is it worth all the work?
Yep.
Okay, so cider's done outside. We brought it in. I did use the ball canning recipe for having to can it, which asks you to bring it to a boil, and then I water bathed it for 5 minutes. So we ended up with 14 quarts of apple cider that is canned, and then we have another 2 quarts that are in the fridge that we'll just use for drinking in the next week, which we think will be enough, and we're really excited to have this much. The apples that we used ambrosia apples, which are sweet apples, and both Jeff and I feel that for the apple cider especially, we would have preferred a more tart apple, but beggars can't be choosers, so we're very happy with the apples that we did get, and everything has turned out delicious. We ended up using 4 of those boxes that I started with to make about the 16 quarts of apple cider that we had. We also had another 2 boxes that, if you're following me on Instagram, you would have seen that I made apple pie filling, which I used a recipe from Three Rivers, and I'll link that below. I made apple sauce, which is also kind of Three Rivers too, which was basically just boil it down and then can it using a ball canning recipe for canning, water bath canning. And then I made a pie, some apple crisp. I also made a caramel sauce, really healthy caramel sauce for the kids to dip the apple slices in, and I can link that below. That's from Families Who Cook, and it is delicious. And so we used 2 boxes. So we probably had another 3 boxes in total, because I have another half box left that we're going to just use for general eating that I'll store in the cold room. And with all the scraps, I have apple cider vinegar also going at the moment. So that's what we did with all our apples. And if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen some pictures, but I definitely will link the recipes below for everything that I made. And that was our apple canning season. We hope that this video was informative and you enjoyed our apple cider making process. We hope you take some time to simply breathe, and we'll catch you on the next one. My cake? What's my cake?
Cake for the pigs.
What are we gonna do with all this apple mush? To the pigs.